how is your friendship with Mus?
It was exciting.
Yeah.
This event is annually, so maybe
Next year.
next year we have this. Do you still have a contact with these people?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we move to APEX analysis stage. Analysis. This is the information design. Now we talk about how to develop, how to design the data flow diagram. So data flow. If we take a look at the architecture about information system, we have three building blocks. The first one is about data, access, application. We have a database, so we model it with ERP, and then process. For business process, we develop application, and we model it with the data flow diagram. And then for the communication, we develop interface. We call it UI UX. UI UX, user interface, user experience. So we start from data flow diagram. Do you still remember if we design about if we have some mistakes about if we make a DFT? The first one, you still remember? First one?
In no process. There is no process.
There is no process. We call it no output. We have miracle. Miracle. No
No input.
input. No output. We call it output. You still remember? And then this is the common mistake if we develop, we decide to construct about data flow diagram. So this is the same we use. We move works. Data flow diagram that illustrates the relationship between process, database, and stakeholder. So in data flow diagram, we have database. It means that you must know about the and the relationship between. This is in the previous section. So second one is database process. So data flow diagram contain with database, contain with the process, and contain with the stakeholder. Thus, content with of the we modeling. This is what the variety of remodeling. We have SRDT, SSR, SRSS. So we can choose one of them to develop or to design the data flow diagram. Each technique has the symbol. So this is the process for modeling data flow diagram. The first one is overview diagram. The second is we create create with update matrix, and then context diagram, decomposition diagram, and data flow diagram. What is overview diagram? This is the diagram that illustrates an overview of the system, particularly interaction between stakeholder and the information system, include system modeling that spread system element from their element. So the overview diagram, in the overview diagram, we develop the boundary. So for the information system, we give a boundary. We take a look from what point until what point system in this system information system. So we have a boundary to spread the system element. So if we only take maybe about academic system, so we only model it in this boundary about academic system. If maybe for hospital system, so we only take in the hospital information system. The association matrix table shows the relationship between data, business process related to the standard application, the composition tree. This is the breakdown about the process. We break so the process we break down it in a simple way. And then context diagram, the highest level data flow diagram that illustrates the information system as a single business process interacting with the stakeholder and defining the system boundary. So the data flow diagram, they describe the structure sequence of data flow based on the logical system design using several stations including stakeholder, business process, database. This is we have different symbol for different technique modeling. The first one is for gain adjustment symbol. This is for result. In the Visio we have both of them. You can choose, but must be consistent. If you take customer like this, so for the database, so don't mix the symbol in one. This is approach here. The gain adjustment symbol and your consider don't mix it. But consistent with if you take the symbol, so the other must be used gain and set your turn symbol. This is example for data flow diagram model, and we make how to design it. Okay, the first one. So this is is data flow diagram for information system. So we can break down this one, maybe the overall system. We break down it in the subsystem. We break down it again in the subsystem and until subsystem. So we can take for more detail. This is the example for system information academy. This is developed from system information academy from UB. So the first one, we have entity relational diagram. This is maybe you have done discussed with Wijaya. So how to develop, how to make, how to design entity relationship diagram. This is we call it cardinalitas. This is the cardinalitas is 1, 2, many. Do you still remember? This is many to 1. So for the one ID registration, they have for one only one grade for one registration. So we in entity relationship diagram they show the data that have must be stored for the information system. The first one is about the lecturer. We have attribute about ID lecturer and the name. And then for the student, we have student name and student ID. So this is the data that we must be stored and be collected. And then registration. This is ID registration, student ID, class ID and grade. So in beginning of the semester, you will take about registration. So we call it KRS. So this is the registration for this semester. You choose the class. So you choose the class. The class maybe for IUP is special, but for the other student in 5 class, they will choose their class. What class A, B, C, D based on the schedule. So they will like this and choose the class. And then this is we have course from the curriculum. For the class, the head of department will be for the class. Some subject in the class they plotting the for this one. This is data for grading tool. So we have grade. If we have scored 80, so this we converted with the alphabet score A, B, C, D. So this is the grading tool. This is we developed the overview diagram. So this is the higher level of GFD. We have the overview diagram. The first one, this is the academic information system. The symbol is about the computer. This is like computer. And then this is for database. We have a symbol like this one. We call it like a hand. So this is the academic database. This is the stakeholder. This stakeholder, the first one is about the lecture. So we for the registration like this one. We have lecture. So we must stop. We must collect data about the lecture. We have database about the lecture in the business. And then the second one is student. Student, they must be in beginning of semester. They will register their course. So you plan to take what subject, and then what is administration office. So the administration office in the reporting recording, they will okay. For the overview diagram, this one, we can start with from administration office. So from the administration office, the staff will be input about student data, lecture data, course data, rating rules in the information system academy. So they will input in the staff, administration office staff. They will input your name, your lecture, your name, your ID, student ID. They will input in the information system. This is for student data and lecture data only input one times when you join in this unit. So this one will be input in academic system, and then every semester you will take some course and you must register in the academic information system. So you will choose the next course that we from SIAM. You know from SIAM, Sistem Informasi Akademik in Indonesia, Sistem Informasi Akademik Mahasiswa. Then only this one you register, and then academic information system will give you output about study plan. Okay, so the information system will be print about study plan or KRS from your course registration. This is so from this one they will store in this one, and then will give output about study plan. The next one, head of department head. They will assign, they will plot those lecture to teach in the course. So head of department will be plotting about lecture assignment in the information system and stored in the database, and then information system will give assignment plotting for the lecturer. We have information system for lecturer is we call it CIATU, Sistem Informasi Akademik Dosen. But they have link with information system academic. Okay. After that, lecture, in the lecture they will teach the student, and then in the end of semester they will input the grading for each student. They input from CIATU to information system. After lecture input, the grades, the score, student will receive their study report. So this is the process. You get your transcript or study report every semester. Transcript for this is for final year. This is all transcript. So we will collect it and store in the database. Like this for the system information. So from this process, we must decide. We have the design about data flow diagram. So the next one is we make some decomposition tree diagram. So this is academic information system. This is master file management. Do you still remember what is master file? Master file. The space for master file. So master file is data that permanent. record, this is permanent record. That the content is the content may be changed, but not very often forward. So this is a permanent record. They only have little change, maybe about the title for the lecturer. We have a master file, so the data is permanent, but only small changes. So we call it master file. Transaction file is record that store about transaction data. If in information system, a transaction file is about your registration in course. This is, we call it a transaction file. Document file is about your KFX. This is a document file. So this is, we must make in the process, so we must include about master file management. So this is the permanent record. Only small changes, only small update. Then this is for master file. So which data that input in master file? This is lecture data, course data, student data, and then grading rules. So this is for the first process about master file management. So we have a permanent. The second one, this is process in beginning of the semester activity. The first one is schedule creation. Staff will make schedule for each semester. So this course will be held in maybe Monday, the first session, the first period of class from 7:30 until 10 p.m. and then teaching assignment plotting. So head of department will plot the lecture to the course. This is for head department, this is for the staff, and then in the beginning of semester, student will be registered their course. Will the course taken in the following semester. And then we move it in the lecture activity. After you register, you doing some lecturer. So this is lecture activity. We have attendance recording. Attendance recording lecture and attendance recording for the exam. So for your exam, final exam, you will have the attendance recording. At the end of semester, we will grading. Lecturer will be, and then printing about study report for the student in 1 until 3 years, and then printing transcript before last year student. So this is, we must take a look at this decomposition in data. The next one, we create CRUG, and so create an objective. This is for business process. So we take for this one. This is business process. So we have 1.1 until 1.4, and then 2 we have 2.1 until 2.3. We divided in this one. This is for this process. And then for this one, entity, we collect it from and this is we take from ERD. This is from decomposition. Okay, you with me? Yes. And then in this process, lecture data management, staff will be input in the information system. So we create, update. So if we have some mistake, we update it and delete. So only staff can create, update, delete about lecture data management. Okay. So the related data that will connect with lecture data is lecture data. Yeah. CUD create. Create. Delete. Update.
Delete.
Delete. The first one in the lecture data management. So the staff will input in the information system about master file, about lecture. So for the lecture data, for the first process, lecture data management, that is really connected with the lecture data. So we can create update about lecture data for the first process. This is for process 1.1. For 1.4, this is will be connected with the reading groups. So this is process for master file. For master file, create, update, delete. Okay. The second one, this is the process in the beginning of the semester. The first one, schedule creation. For schedule creation, we must create in class data, update, delete, and read about the course data. If we want to make schedule, we must read about the course, the subject. So we read the subject and we create update, delete about the class data. The next one, teaching assignment. So plotting. For plotting, we create update, delete in the plotting, but we must read about lecture. We plot the lecture, so we must read about the lecture data, kemudian course data and the class course data and class data. Or create update. For course registration, you take some registration in the beginning. You create data registration, but for data registration for your KS, you will read about student ID, course data and class data. This is about the ABC. This is the name of the course. This is for ABC class A, class B, class C, or class AB. This is for beginning of the semester. When the lecture is come, this is attending the course, so they will only read. They don't have any specific database because this is only read. For this one, this is only read about the name of the course, then the name of the lecture, data student, this one, data student for the ID student, and then data student, the course, this one, and then course data, this one, and then for class data this one. IUD in the one kuliah 5.2. This is for J and the this one. This from class data. Course this one. Analysis and pelajaran system is for the course data. Okay, and then so for this one it all media registration, plotting data and registration. Plotting this one, this is the first one, this is the second picture. So this is the plotting data registration. If you join in the class, you will automatically your name is in this list. So this is treat how is information system treat about the data. Yeah.
Sorry, but I think attendance recording does it like have like update for maybe like lecture data, student data, because when the student is present they can update the database.
No.
Is it
No.
different?
This is lecture data lecture. So in the database, this one like this. So update. So we have data. This is about lecture. This one. Maybe ERD. You know about the entity. Yes. Entity. And you know about the attribute. Yes. For it. So we create update delete is about create update delete in the their entity and attribute. So if we update about lecture ID or the name of the lecture. The name of the lecture maybe need update if they have the additional title like that. Student will be updated. Maybe you join from undergraduate to postgraduate, from S1 to S2 to master, from bachelor to master. So they will update. So the update only for this one. The update for this one. Registration ID, this is every semester. So they will be automatically for the registration. Student ID, they will read from student. Class ID, they will read from class. Okay, and then for grade, the rule is from the. So we update for this attribute. Okay. For this one, so create update delete. Yeah.
So student, so for class data
Class data.
and
Yes.
attendance recording,
Yes, class data.
the student don't update the attendance, so only written.
Only read. This attendance is automatically output from the system. So we only maybe click. We have this one. So the staff will click. They will automatically have this option. So they only read for the record the attendance for the lecture, both in lecture and Excel. So this is output from the system, from the information system. We not create it. We only read it from the other database.
So who's updating the attendance?
The system information updating automatically based on If we take a look at this one, they will maybe in Siam you click you choose about the course, click, and will be have a report like that for the attendance report. So only okay, and then for the grading, this is student only with class with data registration. This is update from the data registration. This is update for the grading. Grading this is for the lecturer. So they will if do you still remember if you click for the registration for KHS, the first one, if you click KHS, the default you have point, you have score E. Okay, this is the
Okay.
default. And then for the end of semester, this gate in data registration will be updated from the lecturer to have the real score you get from the class. So this is for the update. For student report, KHS,
Yeah.
still click. Only click. You have get the report or KHS report or student report each semester. You only click in what semester, you choose the semester, you click about the student report, KHS, and you will have the output for the KHS. They don't need about the update. So we only create in the lecture student course registration. From course registration, we can from this one, from in this input, we can have a report for attendance recording, for lecture, for the exam, and then for study report in each semester, and for transcript. This is how the system information works. This is how the information system collect the data and then process it and give some output. This is the detail from this one overview diagram. We have a contact diagram. So this is the academic information system. Administration office will input master file about student data, lecture data, course data, grading rules, and they input class key to the academic information system. After that, student will register their course. Like this, they read about student name. They read about course data to the academic information system. And then they will have a report about student plan, KHS, with the default score E. And then, hit of the bottom line, they will give a lecture assignment of plotting for the lecture to teach in its class. Okay? And then after that, lecture will have their topic, and they do their class, and then they input lecture will input about the attendance, and they give input about student performance grading. And then from this one, system information academic can give output about study report on KHS. This is the breakdown for the data flow diagram. So like this. This is administration office. administration office staff, they will input lecture data in the lecture data process lecture. They will input in the data lecture database from the process lecture data management. So this is for master file. This is level 2, process 1.1. The second one is 1.2. This is the input course data management. They input the course data and store in the database of course. The next one is we in the office administration office will input student data from the process student data management and store in the student database. The next one for the grading. So this is grading rules. They input the grading rules from the process grading rule data management and store in the grading rules database. So if we collect it, this is the data flow diagram level 2 from process 1. So this administration, they make data master data and store in the database, keep in the database. They categorize in its database. This is based on ERT. So the quantity and the name same with the ERT in this data flow diagram. The next one, this is data flow diagram level 1 from process 1. We have like this. So administration will give input and then they will create update delete for the lecture database and student database, course database and grading. Okay, this is for the first process. The second one, this is for the process 2. Process 2, in the process 2.1, it is about beginning semester. Yes, in the beginning semester, administration office will create student will doing some schedule correction and will create class. This one. They, for schedule creation, they need data from course database. So for make some schedule, they must know about the name of the course that open in following semester. So they need to read about database course. Database course, you can look at the guidance books for guidance books. So they must read course in schedule correction to create class database. The next one, a lecturer, head of department, will give plotting to the lecturer. To have some plotting, they need to read about course, class, lecture, to create data about plotting. And the system information will give output in the lecture. So plotting, we can take a look at the CR2 for lecture. So this is level 2 from process 2.2. The next one, this is process 2.3. This is about the student. Student, they will register their course. To register, they must read about the ID student, course database and class database, and this one will create about the registration database. Okay, so maybe you can record if we have this database. if we, this one is can create, if in the database create update of in but this is if offset from the database from database to process, this is three to database. But for this one, bring into the database, this is create update of three. So this is the process for information system. So the student will register from this process. They read about the course database, class database, student database, and they create the registration database. From the system information, if the student click and have a filter about their name and their semester, they will get a student rank or IRS. So if we compare it, this is the data flow level 2 from process. If we take a look, every this one, we must be input. Not all of the data is input. The next one is level 1 from process 3. I'm sorry, if this is the compile for the higher level 1, this is level 2. So this is very detailed, very detailed. This is only detailed. So the beginning of the semester, the information system. So the administration will create a schedule, and then student will the registration, and the head of department will give clothing, lecture will receive the clothing, and the database that corresponding with this process. The next one is level 2 from process 3.1. So for the attendance recording for the lecture, they only read about lecture, student, course, class, clothing, registration to have this one and give to the lecture. Class attendance. The next one, this is for the exam, to give for the lecture. So if we compare it, it level 2 from process 3 like this. This is level 1 from process 3. This is compile it for the process 3. This is for very detailed. This is detailed. The next one in the process 4, this is in end of semester, grading lecture will give some score, and then they read from the class, they read from the student, and update about data registration. Okay. The next one, printing, they only read printing study, they output give to the student, and then this is being transcribed also to the student. So this is for data flow diagram level 2 from process. We compile it in this process. This is the data flow level from process 4. So we can collect it data flow level 1 from process 1, that is for master file. The second one beginning of the semester, and then this is lecture activity, and then end of the semester activity. We can compile it like this. From this one, we can recognize daily any mistake from the database. So we can look at it. The database will be must be on. If only in no output, this is black hole. Okay. So for the process, they must be in and must be out. Okay. This must be in, must be out. This one in, this is out. Okay. For database like that, must be in, out. In, out. In, out. This is in, like this. So we can recognize maybe the FT that we have considered. This is the idea of. Okay, any question for this discussion? Okay, any question? Okay. So, to know about the material, please take a look. Error analysis. From this one, can you recognize which error? Please do in the group. You. DFT. Explain what is error in this DFT. Mention other companies in DFT. And maybe you can correct it. This is clear?
Ahmed, do you want to try Indonesian dish, bro? Indonesian snack, very nice.
Air putih nasi padang.
Fuck you, bro. You will die cholesterol, bro. Hypertension.
Alive is once man. You like it.
You will die of yeah, hypertension.
Go do triplet dulu.
Apa?
Go do triplet.
Yeah.
Tribute sana.
You said that as well.
I'm Muslim, bro.
I'm also Muslim, bro. What do you mean?
But you do tribute.
I don't do tribute. Fuck you, bro. I don't do
Kita
tribute.
Muslim.
Ahmed.
Just
You're
kidding.
putih, bro. Yeah, I know you're putih. You're the most putih person ever, bro.
Apa?
You're the most putih person ever.
Why?
Yeah, you have to admit it.
Ahmed, in this class who already does triplet is Nicholas.
Yes.
He do triplet with other boys.
He will be Muslim. Other boys stuff lah.
With Budebrina.
Ini kan?
But you do tribute with Budebrina.
Kamu triplet sama lain.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Indonesia kok ada dua ya?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Indonesia kok ada dua Del? Indonesia kok ada dua?
Ya itu. Iya.
Satu employee satu. Existing account. Oh, new account gak ada. Hah? Iya anjir salah tuh. Itu harusnya create new member account, outputnya yang ke kiri itu jadi member account. Habis itu alasannya sama dari Satan.
Lu dari Sidoarjo ke Surabaya naik apa?
Cok, gue ikut gak ya?
Apa yuk?
Surabaya gak ya?
Iya,
Temen gue dari Jogja ke sini jir, terus kayak aduh tabrakan banget monyet.
Di Surabaya kan?
Tanggal 30, temen gue tanggal 30 juga.
Enggak
That's
ada.
enough.
Apa? Indomotif itu si anjing ini, si Nicholas Alonso Squilla.
Apa itu apa? Company visit.
Kayak
Oh,
RWB sononya.
iya itu.
Company visit.
Company.
Company kan? Yuk.
Allah Akbar. Oke.
You only this one because that's about the process. This is input.
Input output.
This is input. This is
Input,
This is output.
output.
But this one, input.
Yeah, there is no output.
There is no output.
This is what?
No,
For
in
the
6.1.
6.1.
There is no
Oh
output.
yeah, this is no output. Only. We call it
Black hole.
Black hole.
this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then for 1.1, it's okay. Okay.
Yes.
2.1,
Yes.
yes, it's okay. 3.1, okay. 4.1,
Drop kelas
Okay.
apa?
5.1, okay. 6.1,
No.
no. The next one about database. The first database is subject class. Is it okay? Okay. And then F2.
After is, I think it's fine.
F2.
Student
Fine.
info.
F3. F3. No.
No.
Three.
Miracle.
No.
Yeah,
There is
miracle.
no.
And then F1.
There's no F4.
Oh, no, what
No,
F1.
F4.
Okay. We can decide about this one. We have some common mistakes. The other common mistake is if we have database directly connected to database, and then process, and next one actor to database, vice versa. The next one database, actor database, and then this text. And you recognize what database and database? What database is?
Yeah, subject class to student schedule.
They incorrect. We must this one incorrect. This one F1 and F2. There is a mistake because database can directly connected. They must maybe goes through the process, and then from process they use this one. So we must add about the process. Okay. The next one? No? Actor to the database.
6.1.
Student.
Yes.
This is incorrect. They must follow by the process. Okay? This is incorrect. Student actor can be directly to the database. They must to the process, and the process will use the database. Alright. The other one. So for the next, this is for 1, 2, 3, 4. Please identify the mistake.
There is no 155 ya, I think.
150.
5.
Oh. Okay.
I think they are easily level 2 because there's no input.
It's okay. Actor can only give input or receive the output. It's okay. Yes?
So from actor 3 until actor 4, there is no process.
Yes. This is a mistake. You correct. Good. And then the next one. This is incorrect. Next. So if we think about the process, check this one. The first one is about decomposition tree. So for the process one, we have 3 sub-process. Process 2, we have 2 sub-process, and process 3, we don't have any sub-process. And then in the context diagram, actor 1 will give input for the system information. Actor 2, they give input and receive output from the system. This one, they receive the output for actor 3 and actor 4. Next, we going to data flow diagram level 1. Okay, betul. So this is must be consistent with the actor level. So for the one, actor 1 must be have input and output. But in the they only give input. So maybe in this one, the next one, for actor 2, this is correct? Yes. Actor 3, receive, only receive? Yes, this is correct. Actor 4, this is correct. Okay?
Oh, I think no, 4 is correct.
Correct. For this one, they only receive, but in this case, they incorrect. For this one, this is correct. They receive output from the system. But for this one, this is incorrect. The next one, we take a look at this one. For level 1, process, input, output. Okay. Then we have input, process 2, input, output, process 3, input. Okay. Okay. The next one, this is incorrect because the database directly to actor. They must be from process to actor. So if we correct it, this one from process to okay. Do you understand? Yes. For this one, okay. This one, the other one. Input. This one, data 2, mistake or no? This is correct. The next one, this is data flow diagram level 2 for subprocess 2. Subprocess 2. So we can look at this one. the input from actor to the input for actor 2 and give output to the actor 3. This is correct. This is correct. Actor 2 correct. Actor 3 correct. Process 2, they give output to actor 1 or actor 1 give input to process 2? No. So this is incorrect. This one is this. Because in the previous level we focus in the process 2 because this is process 2.2, 2.1. They belonging in the process 2. They give actor 2 they give input and actor 3 they receive the output. But actor 1 they don't have related with the process 2. So this is incorrect. Okay, and then actor 2 they give input and then for the process they related with the database. So for the database is data 3. And then give from data 1, which is correct. And then for data 2, they give and they receive. So we have some error. The first one, this one. The second one. That this is. Okay. Explanation.
So we analyze like the first thing is context diagram and the second thing is level 1. And for when we analyze the level 1, should we like consider it based on the context diagram or
Yes.
both? Oh.
Both of. All of.
But when we like first analyze like level 1,
Level 1, we must
Consider-
look at the context for the actor.
okay. And for level 2, we consider like both for like.
For what this is the context and
Oh yeah, okay.
okay. Any question? This is it? Simple? Okay.
Like this
I hope you understand for this one because the probability in the exam is very high
Of
for
course,
the
man. Like this,
CFD
like
design.
easy. Sheet ya.
Any question?
Kunci give me.
If there is no any question, we
Like it's play.
end this meeting. Thank you very much for your
Yeah.